Very good morning to all. Thanks for joining. So let us start our session. I hope everyone has received the yesterday's recording and notes. So kindly practice it. So tomorrow I will post some quiz on entire data warehousing concepts. So please answer for that. Okay. So today we'll see some concept on data modeling. So just to understand what is data model in real-time projects, sometimes if you're going for any interview, right? Sometimes they will ask this question, what is data model? So if you have any questions, I will take the questions at last. Yeah, we will take it at last. And yeah, if you have questions, you can raise hands. I will unmute and then you can ask questions. Okay. So we do have different concept in data model. So this will be taken care by data modeling team, but at least we should know what is data modeling. Okay. So first of all, whenever the organization is going for a data warehousing concept, okay, data warehousing or even for transactional database. So first they will go for the data modeling. So we do have three different data modeling. So one is conceptual model and logical model, physical model. So what is this conceptual model, right? So we have, okay, we are going to create a data model for our project. Okay, assume that it's a dimension modeling. So we have different tables like time table is one of the table and the product table, store table. You can have other tables also, other dimension table. So it will include, okay, this conceptual model will include the important entities. The entity is nothing but it's a table name. Okay, entity is nothing but it's an object. So you can have a table, views, all this, right? So in the conceptual model, we will include roughly that entity and then the tables, how it is connected. Okay, so no attribute is specified. Attribute means always the column name. Okay, so remember in attribute means it's a column name. So no attribute will be specified, no primary key and foreign key will be specified. So only the table and the relationship. Okay, we do have store table, product table, time table, customer table, employee table, city table, locations. So in that way, we will define all the dimension table and fact table. So here we have the conceptual model and no attribute will be specified, no primary key. Just we can have on paper and pen and then we can create this conceptual model. Okay, there is no software is required for this. So it's highly abstract, easily understood, easily enhanced. So only entities are visible and no attributes. Okay, so no software tool is required to define the conceptual data model. But if you are going for the logical model, right, the logical model, in logical model, what are we going to do? Sorry, just a second. I'm checking for the enabling the chat option. Not enable the chat option. I'm not sure. Okay, I have enabled the chat options. You can ask the chat also. So if you look at here, the include, if you have any questions, you can even raise a question. So we'll have question and answer at last. If no attribute is specified, then how they are connected. So that's what I'm saying. See, you wait for some time, let me explain everything, then you will get to know how it will be. Okay, so first of all, we are going to have only conceptual model. So in conceptual model, we are okay, for this particular business we can have these many tables. Just we will mention that only the entities. Okay, these entities we can have. So if I have different products, yes, product data I can put it in the product table. If I have different store, I'll put the store information in the store table. Time table, sales information, I can have it in the sales table. Just we will define the data, the tables. Okay, after that, next step is logical design model. So in the logical model, so for each and every table, we will define the column. Okay, so which column we can have it. The second step, we will include all entities and relationship, all the attributes, whatever the column we can have. So all the attributes we can have. And what is the primary key here? What is the foreign key here? In product table, product ID will be the primary key. In store table, store ID will be the primary key. In time table, the date will be, or date key will be the primary key. So this primary key here, it is a foreign key. So these are all the foreign keys and measures we will have. So this is nothing but a sales fact, right? Sales fact. Yesterday we have seen. So how the star schema and snowflake schema will work, right? So in the logical model, we will have the tables and the attributes. Okay, all the attributes will have it. And if you look at here, so this is what whatever I have explained, right? It will be there. So here we will use the data modeling tool like Erwin. So this is one of the tool. So Erwin is the one of the tool, or you can go for the Power Designer. You can use to create a logical model. So here you need to have the tool. Okay, logical design model. You need to have a tool. So once it has been designed, we'll go for the physical data model. So in the physical data model, for each and every table, we will have the column and then data type and data length also. So in this model only, next step, the design, we will go for, okay, for each and every column, we will define the data type and data length. So everything we will define it here. So this is the final step in the model, data modeling. Okay, in this data model, we will use the Erwin tool or any other tool. By using this tool, once we create this data model, we will simply go to the Erwin tool and we will make it like create data model. Just if you are mentioning that in the back end, it will automatically created. It will connect to the database. Whichever the database we want to connect, we can connect to the database and then we can create the tables automatically based on the primary key foreign key relationship. The tool will create. So who will take care of all this? In real-time project, the data modeling team, they will take care. Okay, we are not going to do. So everything. So can be referential integrity without primary key. So without primary key, we cannot have it, right? So with the primary key only, referential integrity we can have. So primary key and foreign key relationship. It should be a primary key here. It should be a foreign key here, right? So that's what referential integrity. Integrity means we are integrating two different tables here. To maintain the data integrity, we are using that primary key foreign key relationship. So whenever you are going to execute this particular data model in the backend, so if I have so many tables, right, we will get confused. Okay, which table to be created first, which table should be created second, right? So we may get error. So to avoid that, we'll go for this kind of tool. It will automatically create it. The data modeling team, they will create it. And then as a ETL developer, we will load the data. Okay, this is what denormalization. Okay, denormalization means we are splitting the tables into normalization. We are splitting the tables. Denormalization means summary. Summary here. We are doing the summary here, right? So all the sales amount, all the summarization will do. That's called denormalization. Okay, so this is just I want to tell you what is the data model. So don't get much on this. We are not going to see. Just I want to give you the concept of data model. And this one, OLAP cube. So OLAP cube, yes, we have. The cube means multi-dimensional data. So whatever the data warehouse we have, right? The data warehouse is nothing but it's a cube only. So how we are seeing the cube, right? For cube, we'll have multiple dimension, right? So for organizational data, I want to analyze this organizational data in multiple ways, right? So here we are going to have multiple ways. Then so multiple ways, right? You can analyze the data like customer wise sales, product wise sales, country wise sales, year wise sales, month. So different analysis, different dimensional, you can have it. So that's what the dimension modeling. Okay, it's a cube. Okay, if you look at here, so this is category. So category dimension. So we have three different category, right? So three different category we have data. So here we may have different data. So here we may have different data. Here we may have different data. So we can have this, the same data only viewing in different way. Okay, category wise. So here we are just looking at so category. That is one particular category, confections. That only I'm seeing here. Next one, next category, next category. So this way I can view the data, right? But here, this is category, three different category. This is my dimension. So like you have the January, February, March, April. So different dimensions we have. So by using this, you can see the same data like January month, what is the sales? February month, what is sales? March month, what is the sales? You can combine these three and then you can have the quarterly sales, right? So this is what you can go for the different way of analysis. And then another dimensions here. It's a measure actually, but okay, measure wise we are seeing in stock, on order, sales amount, sales cost, sales quantity, all this you are viewing, right? So this is different way we are looking at the data. Say for an example, if I'm seeing some data here, so it might be the sales for January, right? It might be the sales for January for this particular category, and this particular measures. So you can have this data. So different way we are analyzing it. So that's what OLAP cube. It's a concept. Okay, we do have multiple tables, how we are seeing the data in different way. So that is called OLAP cube. Okay, same data we are making it in the different way. Physical model will have the primary key, foreign key. Yes, definitely we'll have the primary key, foreign key for the physical data model. Okay, physical data model will have the primary key, foreign key. So this is OLAP cube for different analysis. You can have this product category. I have the different product category, different territory. So we have the US and Australia. Yes, we have these two are US, these two are Australia. You can have it. And this is for different Q, Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, right? Same data, we are viewing it in different way. So that is called OLAP cube. Okay, clear? I got one question. All the three models are applied in DBMS. So this is sequential of operations. When we are creating a data model, so if you want to construct a home, first what we will do? We will put one rough estimation, right? Okay, we can have 2 BHK. Here we can have the car park. So everything, right? We will put the rough estimation on paper. At least we can have this. That is called conceptual model. Then logical model. It is in paper. Then after that, you are going for the physical data model. That's what you can have. So okay, with the measurement. Okay, so with this number of feet. Okay, here we can have the ventilator. Here we can have the loft and everything, right? So everything we are measurement we are making, that's a physical data model. It's a step-by-step process. for the data model, okay, for the data modeling process. So here we have OLAP operations. So OLAP operations, we have 4 types of OLAP operations: the roll-up operations, drill down operations, slice and dice, pivot operations. Okay. So what is roll-up operations? Roll-up is nothing but summarization. Okay, if I have data like monthly, if I'm going to use monthly data into quarterly or quarterly data into a yearly data, so that's what the roll-up operation. Drill down means I have the quarterly data. I'm going to make into the January, February, March monthly data into weekly data. So that is what drill down. Slice and dice means, okay, we are making the slice and dice from big cube. We are going to create a small cube. So that's a dice. Then pivot operations. So pivot operation means we are rotating the axis. Okay, that's what. So if you are going with any data modeling, they will say like do roll up on this particular table. That means we have to do the consolidation or aggregation. So roll up operation means consolidation or aggregation. So here we have reducing the dimensions. Yes, if you look at here, so here I have the cube. This is my entire cube. It has different categories, right? PC, book, shoes, and clothes. So here we have the sales value for Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Okay. So here I have the data for locations, city wise, 440, then 1560, 395, then 605, right? Q1 for Sydney, 605. So different data I have. So roll up means what I'm going to do. So this is the category only, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 only, but here locations. So instead of having 4 cities, I'm going to have only 2 countries. One is USA, one is Australia. So USA, what is the sales? 440 plus 1560. So 2000, right? And here 395 plus 605. So that is 1000. So 2000 plus 1000. So 3000. So if you add all this, it will come 3000, right? So this is what the roll up activities. So roll up on location. That means location we are rolling up. We are summarizing. So roll up on Q. That means it will become a yearly sales. So you can combine all the Q. It will become a yearly sales. Okay. So drill down. Drill down means, so again, one step we are going with. See here, I have the Q1, 605, Q2, Q3, Q4. So this Q1, I'm going to split up into this way: 605, 825, 14, and 400. This 400, I'm going to split up this Q1 into 3 different months, like January, February, March. If you add all the 3, so it will become 400 now. So from the 400, I'm doing the drill down. So we have this way operations, right? So this is called a drill down operation on the cube. So if somebody else, if they are saying, okay, so do drill down operation, then particular dimension, so you have to do this way. So drill down on the locations. So maybe New Jersey, you may have different areas, right? So area wise. In January, you can go for weekly. In this particular PC, you may have the different thing, right? So book also, we may have different thing. So that's what we'll go for drill down operations. Slice means, okay, we are taking one dimensional way. So take only one dimension from the cube, it's slice. So you can see here, this is slice. Okay. So if you take this alone, it will become a slice. So dice means from the cube, if you're going to take the dice, okay, only I want only this one alone. I want only for this location Q1, Q2. That data alone I want, then I can go for the dice. So roll up and drill down. What is the different? You are not able to get what is roll up, what is drill down. You have to tell now what is roll up. So it is not that much complex here. See, this is the data model I'm explaining. Roll up means summarization. Okay, so here I have this roll up activity means I'm giving you the data like cities, New Jersey and Los Angeles. Okay, these two cities are from US, right? I have the city-wise sales here for 440 and 1560. If I want to do roll up activity on location, what will you do? Location wise, right? So you have the city here. You have to add these two cities from USA. Perth and Sydney is for Australia. Are you getting it? So if you do the summarization, it is called roll up activities. So you tell me what is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. If I want to do year-wise sales, what will you do? If I am asking what is the year-wise sales. So what will you do? You will summarize Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, right? So that is called roll up. If you have year-wise sales, then opposite is drill down, right? So here it is opposite. So you can see here we have Q1 sales 400. Q1 means January, February, March. This sales, we are doing it like 150, 100 and 150. If you add all this, it will become 400, right? This is what, see, if you have the data in your table, so you will not do data on Q wise, data on monthly wise. You will have the data on the transactional wise. So whatever the transaction you do in real-time project, so one transaction is happening. For today, I'm going to do one transaction in a company. So how I will take date key, I will take, right? Date key. So today's date, what is the date? I will take it September 7th. This date I will take. This date belongs to which quarter? Quarter 3, quarter 2, right? Quarter 3. Okay. So quarter 3, Q3. Sales is Q3. What is the week number you'll have? What is the city number we'll have? Everything will have, right? So based on that, you will go for the drill down operation. Drill down means you are after summary. See, this is summarization. Your customer is asking, okay, I do not want Q wise. I want monthly wise sales. So you have to do the monthly wise sales. This data is coming from the source only. You will have the transactional data, right? So that particular data we have to drill down and then you have to get it. Yes, correct. The branch wise sales is drill down. Total group sale is roll up. But I will collect all the data. So if you are going for any transaction, how the transaction will happen? Yesterday, you remember I have shown you that transactions. The dimension fact table. I was showing the dimension and fact table, right? So don't think very high level. So think about this way. I'm going to collect the date key. I'm going to collect the product key. I want to collect the customer key. I want to collect the employee ID, store ID, region ID, and everything, country ID, city ID, everything, right? So if I want to do the quarterly sales, what will you do? Quarterly sales for this one. Based on this date key, can I find the quarter? Yes, you can find the quarterly sales. So that is called roll up activities. So roll up on date, they will say, I will do quarterly sales. Then say the customer will say, okay, don't go for roll up. You go for drill down on this Q. Then I can go for monthly sales. Can I find monthly sales from this date key? Yes, I can find monthly sales, quarterly sales, yearly sales, anything, right? So here based on the regions, can I find regions? Yes, region table, I will check which region this is belongs to, country wise, sales wise. So that's what roll up and drill down all this. So you have to put some extra effort to understand this one. Okay. So this is slice. Slice means, so if I'm going to give the data all these dimensions, you are taking only one dimension called slice. Dice means you're having a data in a cube, you're going to make it in a dice this way. Large cube into small cube is a dimensional cube. Okay. So pivot operation is nothing but if I'm going to give the data in this way, you are just rotating that. These are all SQL concept only. I'm not taking much on this one. These are all SQL concept only. We have OLAP system. We have different OLAP system, like who will handle all this, right? The data modeling team. Just I want to give some high level knowledge on the OLAP system. Okay, OLAP or the drill down operations. So if you look at here, so we have the ROLAP. ROLAP means it's an extended RDBMS. Okay, so relational OLAP. So always it's a relational OLAP only. It's a multi-dimensional OLAP. So MOLAP means it's a multi-dimensional. Hybrid means both we have. Okay, ROLAP and MOLAP is called hybrid online analytical processing. Okay, so for this OLAP, they are splitting into multiple way, but don't get much into this. We are not going to use all this. Just I'm just giving you an idea. So what is this roll up and all these activities? Okay, so if you're having a shop or anything or business or anything, so daily transaction is happening. You have a IT team. If you are the CEO or if you are the VP, you will ask different questions, right? Okay, what is the quarterly sales? What is the yearly sales? What is the monthly sales? So how, what basis they are giving the data? So that's what the dimension modeling, all this cube. Okay, so OLAP is based on the multi-dimensional data model. So OLAP enables a user easily and selectively extract and view the data from different point of views. Helps in decision making of business process. So this is just giving you the concept. Your data model will look like this way. No. So just we are explaining the concept in this way. That's all. Okay. Now you got it. What is roll up? So what is drill down, slice and dice, pivot operations? Yeah, this is the different operations are available in OLAP. Okay. So I hope you are clear on this, how the transaction will happen in the source system and how it will be pulled from source system to target. So yesterday, you remember I have explained some data model. Okay, so star schema or snowflake schema or anything. So if you look at here, so I will show you some data model so that you will get some idea on data model. So if you look at here, we have this data model for database model for finance team. So if you look at this table, the relationship, this is one of the real-time sample data model. If you look at here, is this a star schema or snowflake schema? Star schema or snowflake schema? I got star schema, I got snowflake schema. So how these cubes are created in database at schema level? Okay, I think I am giving more information. That's why you are getting confused. So leave about the cube. Okay. It is a snowflake schema. So it's a snowflake schema, right? As I told yesterday, if you look at here, the centralized, this is the fact table. Okay, if you look at here, it's a small f is there. And these are all the dimension table, D underscore. So this is one dimensional table. This dimension table is referring another dimension table here, right? So one more dimension table here, one more dimension table here. If you look at here, you can, so here we cannot able to see, but in real-time project you can able to see. So this is D underscore. So this is F underscore. Okay, this is D underscore, D underscore. This is also D underscore only. D underscore location or some tables. So this account or something. So this table, again, we are splitting into two different tables. This is called snowflake schema. In this snowflake schema, we have to load these two tables first, right? The first, we have to load this table. You can go for sequentially. Once these two are simultaneously, that's what parallelly you can do. And once these two tables are loaded, the remaining, the dimension table, you can load it based on the dependency. Okay, if there is no dependency between all the dimension table, you can load it in parallel. If some table dependencies are there, account table, once user table loaded, then only you have to load the account table. Then you have to go for the dependency. Once all the dimension table loaded, you have to load the fact table. Why? Because fact table will have the foreign keys. The primary key table should be loaded first. Then you have to load the foreign key tables. Okay, so clear? So that's what you will go for the primary key foreign key relationship. Okay, so now you can have, yes, so you can have one more head count. It's another data model. They're having it. Is this star schema or snowflake schema? Head count. So you can see here head count is like this way. It's a star schema, right? So only star schema. Why? Because it has only centralized fact table and dimension table. So inventory. So inventory here. So this is like you have the inventory table. So this table is a galaxy schema. Okay. So galaxy schema means, yes, we have the galaxy schema. So multiple dimension tables are connected with multiple fact tables. So that's what galaxy schema. So you can just go through that types of dimension and types of fact tables. Okay. So confirmed dimension, degenerated dimension, right? So different types of dimension. That's what assignment I will give. Just to go through today and I will explain tomorrow. So what are the differences? So types of dimension table. So types of dimension table, a fact table. So if one dimension table is common for two fact tables, so like date dimension, that is called confirmed dimension. Okay. So confirmed dimension. So we do have different dimension table and fact table. You can have it. See here, this is one of the snowflake schema, right? So snowflake schema, from here you have another table. So this is what the data model looks like in real-time project. Okay, galaxy schema. So like this you can find, so how the tables are related. So they will give you another table, data modeling in real-time project. So you have to look at, okay, how the data model looks like. Okay, so please go through some SQL concept to understand this primary key foreign key relationship, data model and everything. So then only whatever I'm explaining, you can able to get all that stuff. Okay. So clear? Any doubts so far? So please go through some. Yeah, it's this mapping document. Process document, mapping document is something different. So mapping sheet will be like, looks like this. Okay, so this way you can see here, mapping document will be look like this way. If you are a ETL developer, so they will be for an example, if you are going for IICS or Informatica or anything, sometimes the business analyst will give you the mapping sheet, right? Mapping sheet. So left hand side you are seeing one table, the entity, source entity and source attribute, and this is the logical transformation logic, the rules, and this is the target attribute and target table. Okay, so this kind of tables will be having. This model sometimes as a developer we have to create, but most of the time the business analyst will give us. So rough some data model from the requirement, they will create it like a transformation rules. They will give it to us. Then as a ETL developer, we have to build ETL logic in Informatica. Okay. Yeah, mostly like a business analyst or developer also. It's based on the particular project. So this and all I will explain later. Okay. So please all of you install the Informatica Power Center. Okay. So watch my session on Informatica installation. Okay. So go to this Informatica installation. You can install. See, first of all, you are going for IICS or Informatica Power Center. So definitely you have to install the, yeah, I will share the document. Okay, no worries. See, you have to install, first of all, you have to install okay, first of all, you have to install the Informatica Power Center. Okay, for the Informatica Power Center, so you can go for two different versions. If you have already installed 10.2, so leave it, no issues. Okay, so we can have 10.2 itself. So there is no differences in the development side. And 10.4, so you can have 10.4 also. If you have already installed this version, okay, if it is working fine, yeah, it's well and good. If you haven't installed, so follow my installation video. Just to go to this YouTube and you can make, so Informatica 10.2, okay, installation. So installation steps if you are making, so definitely you will be getting my video, right? So go to this video. So go to this particular video. So in this video, so you can go to this particular the descriptions. Okay, descriptions. So here, if you look at here, I have given that link, right? So you can go to this link and you can download the software from here. Okay, so you can download the software from here. I have mentioned Oracle 11G SQ. You can install it in 21C also. Okay, you can install it in 21C also. You can download all the software. Just to follow my video, you can able to install it. So for installation, you have to follow, first of all, if, so whatever I'm explaining, just listen this. After that, I will explain what is this difference and all. Okay, so then you will miss this. I am also so getting that the flow is getting disturbed. Okay, so whatever I'm explaining, if you're going for 10.2, 10.4 version differences, right? So I'm explaining how to install Informatica Power Center in your machine. So for the installation, follow my video. First, you have to install the repository. For that, you have to use one database. So repository will hold all the metadata. So metadata means whatever in Informatica level we are doing it, all the data will be stored in the database as metadata. Okay, so who has executed the flow, when it has been executed, when the ETL mapping has been created, who has created, okay, so from which folder it has been created, all the information will be stored as a table in the database. So that repository we have to create. So you can use Oracle 11G or any other higher version also, no issues. So you can go for 21C also. So you have to provide the correct database credentials, okay, while installing Informatica while creating the Informatica repository. So first we will create the repository first. Then once the repository has been installed, okay, so for that Oracle 11G we are going to use. So we are going to keep Oracle under Oracle 11G. Then we can have any different versions like 10.2 or 10.4. So 10.5 still they haven't given this 10.5 version for the academic purpose. So they may release in after some time. If they are going to release, I will make one video for 10.5 also. As a ETL developer, there is no difference between 10.2 and 10.4. Okay. But if you are the admin, if you are working on admin, the number of user handling, the performance wise server handling and connecting with the cloud systems, okay, connections, the cloud connectivity, like a Snowflake connections and a S3 connection, S3 plugin. So all this, right, Salesforce connection, they have implemented in 10.4 version and 10.5 version. So 10.5 version more on the cloud connectivity they have implemented. Okay. So whichever the project is already running in Informatica Power Center, they want to connect only with AWS, only with Snowflake, only with S3. So all this, right? Still they can use this Informatica Power Center 10.5. They can use it. So that's a difference. Okay, server side there is a difference, but mapping side, development side, there is no differences. Okay, so first you have to install repository, then you have to install Informatica server. Okay, Informatica server. Then you have to install Informatica client. So Informatica client. Then you can have, so after installing it, you have to create the integration service and repository services. Okay, so IIS and RS, you have to install both. Then you have to do the one load data between from source to target. So remember, Informatica will always do the data transfer from source to target. So you should have one source, you should have one target. So always have one source here. So you can have the one target. It might be a database, it might be a table. So here also it might be a table or database. If it is Informatica Power Center, if it is a IICS, then you can go for a cloud also. Source might be a cloud, target might be a cloud. So that's what we can do. But the concept is same. So here it is on-premises server, we will do it. But in IICS, we will do it on the cloud server. Okay, IICS concept I will explain later. So how it will differ. From tomorrow onwards, we will start with IICS, right? So I will explain the IICS and what is the difference between Power Center and IICS, all this. But installation of, so even though we are going for IICS, if you are very new to Power Center, please install Power Center first and try to practice it. Okay, so practice it all this Power Center concept. When will be creating IICS account? So whatever I'm explaining now, so please concentrate this concept. Don't worry. Each day we will go by one. Okay. So I cannot give you all the things in one single day, right? So wait for some time, I will explain. So don't go for advanced one. Whatever I'm explaining now, just concentrate here. So then only you will get clear idea this concept. If you're going for other concept, right, then you will miss it this concept. Okay, so this source and target here we have, and that's what we will have the installation. So try to do installation from your end. Okay, try to install it by today itself. So everyone should have installed Informatica Power Center in your machine. So what is the system configuration needed? Okay, so you can have the Windows machine. So if you have Mac, so Mac I haven't installed so far. So for Mac, you have to go for virtual box or VMware concept only. So inside the VMware, you have to install it. But Windows, yes, you can install directly. So in Windows, you can have 11 or Windows 11 or Windows 10. So you can have it. Okay. So Windows 11 or Windows 10, you can have it. No issues. Windows 8 also you can have. Okay. So R8 also you can have. So it should be a 32-bit. Okay. So don't go for any it should be a 64-bit. Don't go for any 32-bit. So if you have any 32-bit OS, so just upgrade it to 64-bit. Why? Because hereafter everything will be a 64-bit only. So it will not be compatible. So Windows 64-bit and minimum 6 GB of RAM is required. Okay, 6 GB of RAM. Have the 6 GB of RAM. If your system is not 6 GB, so please upgrade with the 6 GB. So you have 4 GB of RAM. So please add 2 more GB in the existing laptop and have it at least 6 GB. So if you ask whether the 4 GB will it work? Yeah, it will work, but little bit slow. Okay. And if you have any trial account of any antivirus software, remove that antivirus software trial account. Okay. So why? Because this antivirus software, definitely it will slow down your machine. That's why I'm telling. So 6 GB of RAM, at least 100 GB of hard disk space on C drive. So this is the required configuration you need to have in your system. So try with today. So first install the database. I have explained everything clearly. First you try with Oracle 11G, then install 11G. We are going to work on SQL query only. So 11G, 21C, there is no differences on the SQL query wise. Okay, if you are going for a very complex scenario, some extra keyword, then you can find the difference. But whatever we can execute on 21C, the same thing can be executed on 11G also. The query wise, there is no difference. You can go for 11G itself. So it will perform very quickly. So that's why you can go for this configuration. Okay. So I hope you are clear. Just to follow today, install Informatica Power Center either 10.2 or 10.4 in your machine. You try that. If you are getting any error, you let me know. So when we are going to have Informatica Power Center, right? Maybe next week, Wednesday, or after that only, we are going to have Power Center concept. So by the time you can have definitely. So everyone should have the Informatica Power Center before going for the session, actual session. Same way for IICS also. Everyone should have IICS. Tomorrow's session, I will tell you how to create account, how to create the secured agent. So everything I will tell you, you can follow it parallelly, you can install it. So that is, it will take just 5 to 10 minutes only. Okay. So how to create an account, how to create secured agent. So I will tell all the concept. You can do it in your machine parallelly so that we will complete that installation. Okay. So will you able to install Informatica Power Center in your machine? You just try it. So at the end of the day, I will send you I have already sent, okay, the installation link, right? So in the SQL video, the first day SQL video I have sent, right? In that video itself, I have sent Informatica Power Center 10.2 or 10.4 installation video. So just to follow that, you can able to install it. So definitely we should have the installation in your machine. See, after installing, next time if you are opening the Informatica, so make sure that you are going to the services.msc. So even though I have explained multiple times this concept in installation, most of them will ask, I'm getting this error. Okay, so just to follow this, go to the services.msc, click on OK. So it will go to the services here, right? So make sure that Informatica 10.2 or 10.4 services is up and running in your machine. Okay, this services is up and running. If it is not running, always while starting your Informatica, you have to start your Informatica service. So after starting the services, wait for 5 to 10 minutes based on your system speed. So in my system, I will wait for 5 to 10 minutes. In your system, based on your system speed, wait for some time. Then after that, start connecting the Informatica Power Center. Okay, this one I want to tell you. Oracle installation video. Yeah, in the Informatica installation itself, I have given Oracle installation video. So please follow that Informatica installation video. You can have complete Oracle as well as Informatica installation. Okay. So how to install SQL Developer, that also I have explained. Okay. So please follow that. You can able to install it. During installation, whether it will opt for license key. Yes, it will opt for license key. I have already explained how to give license key. Yeah, that's what. See, you just follow my instruction on the installation video. You can able to install it. Just to try it today. You follow that video, you can able to install it. Okay. This concept I have explained. After that, I will explain. So what is this? Okay. HR schema, core schema, admin schema, and everything. Okay. Still it is running, right? So in my system, it will take some time. So it may go up to 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, if you are connecting to Informatica Power Center, it will connect. Before you are trying to connect, it will give you the error. Okay, so every time make sure that you are going to work on Informatica Power Center. First, you have to start Informatica service here. So after that only you have to start. So clear? Okay. So for those who have joined on IICS, I will give all the details. All the details of, I will give some interview questions on Informatica Power Center. So just to follow that interview questions also. Okay. See, even if you get this way, but it is running, right? Service is running, starting. So if you refresh, it is running. It should be in running state always. If you refresh here, it should be in running state. It should not go down. If it is not running after you have started, it is stopping automatically. That means you have some antivirus software. It is stopping it. Okay. I'm not able to see HR schema in SQL developer. Okay, SQL developer you are not able to see. So just connect with admin schema. Okay, connect with admin schema first of all. Check whether you have the HR user in your system or not. If HR user itself it is not available, you have to import the HR user first. So go to admin schema, select star from all underscore users. Okay, this is one of the table. In all underscore users, check whether we have HR schema or not in your system. Okay, you have to check this user itself, it is not there. Then you have to create this HR schema and you have to import the tables. That also I have explained in 21C, but don't go for that 21C and all. So if you have already installed 21C or 18C or anything, just uninstall everything. So go for this the 11G version. How do I get password for admin schema? Okay. So I'm telling one more time, please follow my installation video. I have explained everything. What is this one? What is this one? What is this one? All this. You watch it today and tomorrow, if you have any questions, you ask me. Okay. What is admin schema? What is core schema? What is HR schema? I have explained everything. What is password for this? Everything. Whatever the password you are giving while installing the software, that is the password. So please follow today. Yeah, it's a system. System is admin. It is not always it's admin. Whatever the password while you are giving installation, that's the password. Okay. Admin schema. So if you have already installed to 21C, on top of 21C, you want to install Informatica server, then while creating the repository, you have to provide correct credentials. If you're giving correct credentials, then you can install on top of 21C also. Since most of them are getting a lot of issues on 21C, so that's why I have created on 11G. So just to follow my 11G versions and you can able to install. Okay, so if you're asking, I have 11G, is it Oracle IICS, do I need to have advanced version? No, we can have it 11G itself. So just we are going to use the table only. We are not going to do on anything on the server level. So just we are going to use a table level. We are going to connect it. So 11G itself more than enough. Okay. If you want to go for only IICS, you want to go for 21C version, then you can uninstall 11G. You can go for 21C. So even 21C also, I have already posted video. So just to follow today. If you are getting any issues in the installation, please ask me tomorrow session. Okay. So I will guide you. Clear? So will you able to install Informatica Power Center today? The system requirement I have shown you here. This is the system requirement. So Windows machine, this is what. Will you able to install? Yeah. So try today. If you are not able to do, I will help you out. Okay. If you look at here in Informatica Power Center, we have always remember, this is what the server, right? This is the server. So left hand side, you are having source system, Informatica or IICS or anything. Okay. So Informatica Power Center or IICS or anything. Left hand side, you will have the source system. Right hand side, you will have the target system. If it is IICS, it may be the cloud system also. So this is my server. So Informatica server. Okay. So in real-time project, Informatica server mostly mounted on Unix server or Linux server. So Linux server. So if you look at here, left-hand side, we have the source table. So any table or flat file, anything. Right-hand side also table or flat file. So you assume that this is my source. So from source, Informatica is nothing but it will read always data from the source. It will read always data from the source. It will write always data into the target. Okay. It will write the data into target. So target database here. And this is what my Informatica Power Center server. This is my, so Informatica Power Center server. So we have server is running on which machine? So you'll be having Unix or Linux machine. This is what you'll be having it. The Linux machines. So in this machine only it will be having. That's why whenever the vendor they're placing the file, so everything they will place the file in the remote servers, SFTP path, and the Windows log, the server log also it be available on Unix or Linux. Okay, so this is what the Linux or Unix server. So always we are reading the data from source. So here Informatica will always select the data from the source. It will do insert or update operations on the target, mostly insert or update. So here we will read the data. So here we will write the data. Okay. So from source, we will read the data from source, from target, we have to read. So when it has been written, when it has been Informatica, it is running. Okay, so when it has, whether it is in Informatica, it failed or succeeded, or when it has been executed, right? So who has executed, how many record read from the source, how many record written into target, whether any other issues are there. So that kind of information will be stored in a repository. So for Informatica, you should have always a repository. So on top of the repository only, you can able to install Informatica. So remember this, on top of the repository only, you can able to install Informatica. So it will have, okay, so in the repository, it will have the information. Okay, you go to this, but the mapping details and all, it will be there, the folder, but it will have the information. Okay, when it has been executed, the integration service will write all the information here. Okay, this is called my repository. It will have all my metadata. It is also a DB only. It's also DB only, database only. So here we are going to have an Oracle database 11G. So Oracle 11G system schema or info schema, any schema. So it will have metadata. So metadata means it's a data about data. Okay, it's a data about data. So what is data about data? Okay, from which source we have to read, from which target we have to write. So when when I have executed the flow. So how many record read from the source, how many record return into the target, whether it has been succeeded or failed. So who has executed all the informations, it will be available in the repository, it will be stored. Okay, so you will be having, okay, so you'll be having client here, client. If you're going for the real-time project in your system, they will be installing Informatica client here. Okay, so they will be installing Informatica client here. So what is Informatica client? So Informatica client means the 4 client tool will be having it: repository manager, designer, right? So Informatica client. So Informatica client, it will be running on Windows machine. So Windows machine. Okay. So always, if you are going to the real-time project, if you are going for the project, definitely in your system, they will install Informatica client only. They will provide you the server details, the host name, port number, domain name, all this. Based on the details, you have to connect. So we have 4 client tools, right? So those who have already worked on Informatica, you should know: repository manager, designer, workflow manager, and monitor. 4 client tools will be there. So from these 4 client tools, you'll be connecting to the repository first, and you are doing the mapping and everything. Then you are going to run this mapping. Then integration service will come into picture here. Okay, so here integration service will come into picture in the server process. We'll call it as IICS. So this integration service is responsible for the data movement. So it will read the data from the source system and it will write the data. So read the data, transform the data, and write the data. So read, transform, and write. So extraction, transformation, and loading. The ETL process, the integration service will do. Okay. So this is the Informatica architecture. The integration service can handle 3 threads. Reader thread will read the data from source. Transformation thread will transform the data based on the business logic, so which we have applied on Informatica client. Then writer thread will write the data into target table or target flat file. So this is what you can go for the Informatica. Okay, this is the architecture of Informatica Power Center. Okay, so clear? Any doubts? So this architecture I have already explained. So just you can go through the installation video today. You can able to understand the architecture and everything. Okay. So any doubts here? I have already given, if your system is not working in your machine, if already any Informatica or anything you have installed, if it is not working, completely uninstall whatever you have installed and install it one more time. Even how to uninstall Informatica. So that also I have given here, the video. Just to follow my video, how to uninstall Informatica. If you make it right. So how to uninstall Informatica, the one I have already given the video. Okay, so completely uninstall the video. I have given here how to uninstall Informatica Power Center, right? Just to follow the steps. Okay, this video you have to follow. You can able to uninstall first. Again, you can install it 10.2 or 10.4. It will be installed. Okay, there is no issues on this. If one time it is getting error, so that means use that WinRAR. So in your system, WinRAR is already there. It might be an older version. So download this WinRAR one more time. Okay, so WinRAR is a software to unzip the file. So you can go to this, you can click on this blue color. No need to go for this green color. Download this WinRAR. Even though in your system already we have latest version download. So unrar it by using the software and then you go for the installation. Okay. And download also, make sure that it is downloading complete file. It will be around a 12 GB file. Okay. So all the file you have to completely download it. So do it slowly, no issues. For the Informatica Power Center, next 5 to 6 days, we are going to learn only SQL concept. By the time you can able to install it. Okay. So try to do it today. If not, whatever the doubt you are getting, tomorrow ask me, do it yourself. So why I'm asking you to do, right? In future, if you're getting failed or anything, you can able to install it by yourself. And also, if you are installing it, you will come to know what is your server, what is the integration service, all this, right? you'll come to know. So that's why I'm asking you to install. But still, if you are facing any issue, I will take your machine remotely on Saturday, Sunday. I will install in your machine. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions you have?
Sir, what is the configuration required for Informatica IICS? And is it okay to have both the Informatica Power Center and IICS in our system?
Yeah. Informatica Power Center, you need to have this configuration. I told that 6 GB RAM and all, right? So that concept you need to have. But IICS, same configuration only. IICS will not take anything. Only you need to have a database. That's all. Database and the cloud configuration, I will tell you. So how to configure S3, how to configure Snowflake, other concept, right? That I will explain. You can create it after some time. But whatever we are going to do, IICS, everything on the cloud only. So Informatica server only. So we are not it is not running on our machine. Only secured agent, we will install it here. Okay, so that in this machine I have uninstalled. So other machine I have installed. So secured agent only, I will tell you, okay, how to do this. IICS installation, I will tell you tomorrow. That it will take just 15 to 20 minutes. But Informatica installation will take more time. That's why I'm asking you to follow my video. Okay.
Yeah.
IICS will support 11G. Yeah, it will support 11G. Even in my system, I have installed 11G with IICS only. So why? Because 11G will support for Informatica Power Center as well as this Informatica IICS only. Both, right? That's why I have 11G itself. It will support 21C also. No issues. You have to provide the correct configuration.
Okay. Going forth, our classes on Informatica Power Center or IICS platform?
Sorry?
Going forth, our classes will be on IICS or Power Center platform.
Whatever the course you opted for, that's what I'm going to take. If you have opted for Informatica Power Center, join at 8:15 a.m. Okay, daily. If you have opted for IICS, join at 7 a.m. Both are different meeting. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So if you are very new to IICS Informatica, so I suggest you to go for Informatica Power Center first. Learn the Power Center concept first, then go for IICS. If you are very new, so you know already about Power Center, all this, you have already working on Power Center or production support or anything. So you can go for IICS. It will be very, very easy. Only thing is the cloud connectivity. So different transformations here we have. So that we have to learn. That's all. The concept wise same, everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, sir. I have installed Oracle 21C is one of my laptop, but after installed, so system is taking rebooting, like it is saying scanning. It is going to test something, so it is not start rebooting.
Okay, so you have any antivirus software in your machine?
I'm not sure that is one of my cousin's laptop.
Okay, so do one thing. So one more time install it. So you can go with 11G. That's why I told. So 11G means it is very, very lightweight. Okay, it will not take much time or much resources on your system. Whatever we want to do on 21C, you can do it on 11G also. It's a very, very lightweight. So that's what I'm suggesting, go for 11G.
Okay, yeah.
We are going to work on SQL query only. That 11G itself, it will support.
Okay, yeah, that system itself is not rebooting. So yeah, maybe need to install
OS. You have to install OS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be some corruption happened.
Yeah. Yes. It is saying like interruption symbols and all.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions on yesterday and today's session? So just we have taken data warehousing concept. So for Informatica, I'm going to take SQL from tomorrow. Okay. Basic SQL, what is schema, what is database, So all this I'm going to take SQL only tomorrow. Then after a week only, we are going to learn Informatica. Okay.
Sir, I have one question in Cube. Sir, in Cube, whenever you roll up, like for example, location wise you roll up. So like US, Canada, Australia. So once you roll up, so which region data, like which quarter for that region data it will display in Cube?
No, we are rolling up only on the location, right? We are not rolling up on the queue. So queue will be queue only, Q1, Q2, Q3 only.
Okay.
So Q1, that data will be same. Q1, Q2, Q3 will be same. But if you have 2 countries, 4 cities,
okay.
So your country wise, you are rolling up. That's all.
So once you roll up the country wise, okay, which quarter or which like entire yearly data it will display or?
That's what you are not rolling upon Q. You are rolling upon only country.
Okay, so country wise,
Q1, Q2, Q3 will be there.
Okay, Q1,
if you want to make country wise roll upon Q wise also, then country wise yearly sales.
Country wise yearly sales. Okay.
Yeah, you want to do both. Got it?
Yeah. So just I want to roll only location wise, then it will display yearly wise.
Yeah, that's what aggregation. Okay. So sum of sales group by this way. That's all. That's a roll up activities.
Okay, got it, sir.
Yeah, one more time. So from tomorrow, the link will be different. Okay. So please make sure from tomorrow, the link will be different. For IICS, morning 7 a.m. IST. For Informatica Power Center, 8:15 a.m. IST. Okay. Link will be different. I will send by today through email. Okay. Link will be sent by email.
Hello.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Sir, I just wanted to know some basics. While we are going to work on IICS, okay. So are we going to connect only with Amazon's S3? Yeah, will be some basic understanding Azure and GCP also. Like we'll be taking any cloud platform. Yeah, we'll be having all these for initial one.
Actually, we are going to concentrate on ETL concept. Okay, ETL concept. I will show you the connectivity. Okay, so connectivity only will be different, right? So if you are able to connect AWS, you can able to connect with GCP. Only thing is GCP credential you have to give over there. That's all. GCP you have to connect with BigQuery and then we have to get the data and then you have to connect, right? So you have to see the data in Informatica, then you have to process it, you have to load it into some other cloud system, or you have to get the data from RDBMS, you process it, load it into cloud system. That's what it will be different.
Okay.
That and all I will tell.
Yeah, just wanted to know, sir.
Yeah.
Chandra sir, correct me if I'm wrong. Like IICS. So this is also cloud server, like Informatica Corporation will maintain whenever we get the license, like company will get the license, similar to Azure GCPS.
Yeah.
So
correct.
the data, okay. Similar to GCPS, the cloud service will provided by Google.
Yeah,
so
correct.
IICC, that is not on-premises server, that Informatica Corporation will maintain.
Yes,
we just
correct.
take the license and some space, if I'm correct.
How much space you are using, how much resources we are using, we have to pay to Informatica Corporation.
So all the repository space and log
everything,
space,
everything
will maintain by.
Okay. But we do have our own data, right? On-premises data. So that will be connected through your secured agent. So that I will tell you. So it should be connected with AWS with our on-premises server, right? So in our real-time project in our organization, if you are going for organization,
Okay.
So company ABC will have a database, right? Oracle database.
Correct.
Okay. So they want to create data lake on AWS. So
Okay.
then this company will go to AWS saying that this many space I need. They will create a space on the AWS. They will create it. Then company will use IICS to take the data from their RDBMS system to load the data into AWS, right? So this to connect with, they need to have a secured agent. This connection should be firewall and everything should be maintained. So for that, they need to have a secured agent. So that secured agent, they will have in their on-premises server. Okay. I will explain this tomorrow. Then you'll get.
Sure. Okay. Okay, sir.
Slung dimensions. No, I haven't heard this slung dimensions. Yeah, that's what. Maybe it's a junk dimensions. I haven't heard the slung dimensions, but yeah, one thing, if you this dimension only, I have given you the assignment today. Just to go through that. What is the junk dimension? What is confirmed dimension? Degenerated dimension? All this. Slowly changing dimension, rapidly changing dimension. All this. Okay. Then we will have it. I will tell you tomorrow.
Chandra sir, sorry to ask you again. Actually, there is I have installed earlier, like Informatica 10.4 on Oracle, but actually it's showing errors. So how is there a video? You said that there is a video to how to install clearly whatever the installation has already in the system. So it is in your NIC Academy or NIC IT?
Yes. So you go to just mention that Informatica. So you have already installed. You want to uninstall, make that how to uninstall Informatica Power Center. If you Google it, so definitely my video will come. The same way, how to install Informatica Power Center. Yeah, it is there 10.2 or 10.4. So you watch it and then you can able to install it completely.
I saw the installation in your videos, but I'm searching for uninstall. That's why I asked you the same.
Yeah, uninstall is there already. So you make how to uninstall. Yeah.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, she has posted. So you can get this link also. Just now I have shown you, right?
Sir, and what about this connections and all you will discuss on the Informatica classes, right?
Source connection. Source connection, target connection, everything I will discuss. But I have already explained this in installation video itself. If you follow that video, just to 30 to 40 minutes video, you'll get to know all this clearly. Okay, what is schema, what is connection, how to create a connection, everything. Okay.
Sir,
if you need any plugin, say S3 plugin or any other connection, I will tell you later. Okay, in our session. But in our session, I will tell you how to create a different connections. Okay.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sir, one quick question. When we do the logical modeling, sir, how will we decide which modeling which has to be adopted? When, like for example, when we're opting for star schema or when we're opting for snowflake schema, or let's say when you're opting for galaxy schema, is it like based on the data or like?
Based on the data. Normally, first you will go for star schema only. I'm feeling that okay, I have more redundant data in the table where I'm going to maintain. Okay, so there are a lot of redundant data are available. Then I will split the table into one more dimension table. I will load it into another dimension table. Okay, or the data model creation itself, I can decide, okay, so if I'm going to keep a lot of redundant data will be populated here. To avoid this, I can go for one more table and then we can make a primary key foreign key relationship. So that's what we will decide. So that will be taken care by mostly on the data modeling team. So if you go for real-time project, right, already the data model will be available. So as a ETL developer, we are going to load it, the table, and the existing data model, you are going to connect with the different tables or different tables, and you are going to do some enhancement on the tables. You are adding a column, you are adding some logic in the existing logic. Okay. So some data wise changes, all this you are doing it. But mostly the data warehousing model already built.
So next question would be like, what is the difference between data modeling and data profiling? Data profiling would be like, we are checking from which table, which column we need to fetch, or like
data
like is it
profiling means it's again like a data cleansing. Okay, so how we will do the we are removing the unwanted data, we are making the data right, the data quality wise. So that's what data profiling we will do, but the data modeling is different. Data profiling deals about the data. Data modeling deals about the object entities and data. Yeah, I will send this recording to all of you, so please do it. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask here itself.